Welcome back, second grade. So today is Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020, and today is our last day of our measurement unit and the last day that we are going to be talking about perimeter. Yesterday, our job was to find perimeter. Our job was not to find perimeter. Our job was to use the perimeter to help us figure out what the value of the missing length was. And we did that with quadrilaterals, four-sided shapes. Today, we are going to use the perimeter and we are going to be figuring out the length of each side or the missing side in shapes that are not quadrilaterals. So that would be triangles, hexagon, pentagons, things like that. So right now we're going to take a look at this problem solving task together. Please make sure that you have something to write with and something to write on. So this problem says the hexagon has 6 sides that are all the same length. If the perimeter of this shape is 42 inches, what is the value of each side? So there's some important information here. We know that the perimeter is 42 inches. Shh, Kenzie, don't mind the noise, that's just my daughter. And that it's a hexagon and all 6 sides that are the same length. So use the information in this problem to figure out the length of each of these sides. Go ahead and pause the video to do that. Okay, hopefully you've had a chance to do some work and solve this problem. I'm going to zoom out here just to give us some more workspace. So we figured out that this hexagon has a perimeter of 42 inches. And from the problem, we know that all 6 sides are the same length. So because all 6 sides are the same length, we need to do some division to figure out the length of each, of just one side. So we know that our total is 42. We know that this hexagon has 6 sides, and we're going to divide 42 by 6 in order to figure out the length of each side. Now I'm going to do this because 6 represents my groups. Each side represents one group. And 42 represents my total measurement, which is my perimeter, and we're measuring it in inches. So I'm going to add 1 to each of my groups until I get to 42. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Awesome. So inside each group here, there are 7. And so this represents the measurement of each side. So that means that this is 7 inches, this is 7 inches, this is 7 inches, the top is 7 inches, this side is 7 inches, and this side is 7 inches. So that means that this hexagon, where all sides measure the same length, if the perimeter is 42 inches, that means that each side measures 7 inches. Now, for our practice problems today, we are going to be taking a look at some shapes that are not quadrilaterals and doing some similar work like we just did. So this first problem says, and this is the one we're going to do together, the perimeter of this triangle is 54 centimeters. What is the length of the missing side? Awesome. So for a problem like this, the way that we have to figure this out is we know that the perimeter of the shape is the distance around the shape. We know what 2 sides of this shape measure, but we don't know the longest side, the biggest side. In order for us to solve this problem, there's a couple of steps that we need to follow. And just like we did yesterday, I'm going to use the board here so that you can see all of my work. All right, so here's the triangle. We know that this length is 23, this length is 18, and this is a question mark. The total perimeter, though, is 54. P stands for 54. So what I can do now to solve this problem is, because I know when I'm figuring out my perimeter, I'm adding my three sides together. So 23 plus 18 plus question mark, and that equals the perimeter, which is 54. What I'm going to do now to solve this is add these two numbers together first. If I add 23 and 18 together first, I'm going to get, well, 20 and 10, that makes 30. And then 3 and 8, that makes 11. So 30 and 11, when you add them together, that equals 41. So now my number sentence says 41 plus something equals 54. Awesome. Okay, so 41 plus something equals 54 means now I need to solve this like I would solve any number sentence that looks like this. I am going to turn this into subtraction because this represents my total. So I would write 54 minus 41 equals something. And then I can set up a simple algorithm to help me solve this. 4 minus 1 is 3, 5 minus 4 is 1. So my answer is 13 centimeters. Fantastic. The second problem that we are going to be working on, whoopsie, and we'll work on this one together too, is the stop sign problem. Think in your head as I zoom in, what shape is a stop sign? What is the shape of a stop sign? Well, the shape of a stop sign is an octagon because a stop sign has 8 sides. I'm going to label them right here. So this is an octagon. The perimeter of the stop sign is 48 inches. If all sides are equal, what is the length of one side? Now this problem solving task is reminding me a lot of what we did in the beginning. And during our this discussion problem is reminding me of that problem solving task. So here we have an octagon, that stop sign. We know the perimeter equals 48 inches, and we have to figure out the value of each side. Well, in order to do that, we need to think about how many sides this has. We talked about how it has 8 sides. That's why it's an octagon. So I know that I have to start with my total measurement, 48 inches. I have to divide that by the number of sides in order to figure out the length of each side. So I have my total measurement, my total perimeter. I'm dividing it by 8 sides to figure out the value, the measurement of each side, or the length. Awesome. So just like before, I'm going to set up my groups. I have 8 groups because I have 8 sides. I'm going to grab a different marker. And I'm going to be adding 1 to each of my groups until I get to 48. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Awesome. So I got to 48, and there are 6 in each group, which means each side represents 6 inches. So in that stop sign, each side has a length of 6 inches. Fantastic. I'm going to do a little bit of erasing, and I'm going to set you up for your problem that you're going to solve by yourself. So for this last problem, we have a different shape here. And it says the perimeter of this pentagon below is 54 feet. What is the length of the missing side? I think there's a typo here. This should actually say 55 feet. So what I want you to do right now is to solve this. It says the perimeter of this pentagon below is 55 feet. What is the length of the missing side? Now, all of these sides, one important thing I have to tell you, they are all equal. They are all the same. So go ahead and pause the video and solve this on your own. Awesome. I hope you've had a chance to solve this on your own. We're going to solve it together. So I'm zooming out here so you can see my board. So this was a pentagon. A pentagon has 5 sides. And this pentagon, all of the sides are equal. The total perimeter is 55. So, because I know that all of my sides are equal, and I know the total perimeter, I need to take the total perimeter, which is in feet, and I need to divide it by the number of sides in order to figure out the length of each of those sides. So this is my division number sentence. Now, again, this represents my 5 sides, which represents my 5 groups. I'm going to go ahead and draw my groups. When you know your groups, you draw them. Now, I'm going to add 1 to each group until I get to 55. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. So based off of this work, we can see that each side measures 11 feet. Each of these groups has 11 inside of them. That means that each side in this pentagon measures 11 feet. Awesome. What you're going to do right now is you're going to jump in and work on your exit ticket that's inside the Seesaw lesson. If you have any questions about what we did today, please don't hesitate to reach out to your teachers. I will be back tomorrow with another video. Have an awesome rest of your day.